What's up, Cowboys fam? It's your boy J Tuck, Cowboys Up. So, the Dallas Cowboys did not embarrass us today, Cowboys fam. Luckily, they came out, got the win versus Cincinnati Bengals. And I'm going to say overall, it was a decent game, right? I mean, the defense played well. We had a lot of unknown guys out there. If you didn't have your media guide and you really don't lock in and you're in tune to what goes on with Dallas Cowboys football, you had no idea who some of these guys were out there. But we did see Rashad Robinson out there, Savion Smith, though we got hurt. A lot of just new young corners, but I feel like it brought a lot of new energy when it comes to the defense. And what we also saw is something that I've been wanting to see from this defense all season pretty much, is flying to the football. You saw a lot of it. You saw a lot of cases where the defense was just flying to the football. And when you fly to the football as a defensive player, things just tend to happen in your favor. And I think that led to a lot of the earlier turnovers that we saw in the first half versus the Bengals. And so overall, as a Cowboys fan, I'm excited. And like I said earlier on the show, I'm not going to start talking playoffs. I'm not going to start talking winning the division or whatnot, but I'm happy to see the Dallas Cowboys actually showed some fight. They did not give up on the season. Now, offensively, kudos to Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton played well. If you follow me on Twitter at JTuck151, I posted the Dame Dollar meme of Andy Dalton saying, "This is my house." I felt like Andy Dalton had a chip on his shoulder. He wanted to come out and prove himself versus the Cincinnati Bengals. The run game looked a little bit better in sync. Zeke had a big run, finally over 20-something yards. Tony Pollard had explosiveness, especially on the kickoff return. So a lot of things are starting to remain in sync with this Dallas Cowboys team. Our wide receiver core, I will say this, y'all. A lot of people, Rex Ryan, Cowboys fans, just a lot of people when it comes to this guy has always kind of ridden him hard for some reason. I think it's because of his character, because he doesn't whip and nay after every touchdown. He doesn't throw helmets. He's not very outspoken, but Amari Cooper has played solid this season. And through all the turmoil we've been through, all the chaotic, injuries and whatnot, the one thing that has remained a constant this season has been Amari Cooper. So if there's going to be any Dallas Cowboys player that's actually going to make me whip out my cell phone, right, and actually vote to be a Pro Bowl, even though you're just going to be playing Madden or something. I don't know what the Pro Bowl is going to be this year, but Amari Cooper deserves to be a Pro Bowler this season. He has played well. He had a great game today, a great touchdown catch. He's a reliable threat that this Dallas Cowboys team needs, especially moving forward. I'm not saying that Gallup isn't that and also CD isn't that. CD will emerge to eventually be that guy, but as of right now, and I think moving forward, especially once we bring Dak Prescott back, Amari Cooper is a very key element when it comes to this Dallas Cowboys offense, man. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm not going to start talking playoffs. I'm not peeking at the division standings to see where we lie or, see if the Eagles lose. Can we jump ahead of the Giants or whatnot? Forget all that. One game at a time. And I just want to see effort. I want to see fight, and I want to see that this Dallas Cowboys team has some sense of pride when it comes to playing the game of football, which you saw out there. You even saw DeMarcus Lawrence. He started to get in his zone a lot out there. So sometimes you need kind of these slump buster type games to kind of get you off the slide, because we've been up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, granted, it's just the Cincinnati Bengals. I understand that. But what we've seen thus far this season, we could have lost this game. And I tell you, if they probably would have had Joe Burrow fully healthy, this game could have gone either way. Like I said, this was a game that I expected the Dallas Cowboys, even with all the injuries, even with some of our practice squad players mingled in amongst our starters, we should win this game full outright. It shouldn't have been a close game. And so I'm happy that the Dallas Cowboys actually came out, took care of business, and did what they're supposed to do. Now we're going to transition to a much tougher game next week, which we'll get into that. But right now, Cowboys fan, like I said, a win is a win. I don't care how you want to slice it or dice it. A win is a win. So Team Tank, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. But the Dallas Cowboys aren't about tanking, and I am not. I know a lot of people who watch this show, we're not about tanking because we want to create a winning culture, especially for a lot of our younger guys. And so get them accustomed to winning. Mike McCarthy has to work out the kinks. I've been hard on Mike McCarthy. I definitely understand that. Mike McCarthy, I'm going to ease up a little bit because the season's almost over. What you have to do is find out where you went wrong this season, and it's up to you as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys to correct those mistakes and bring in the proper staff that's going to help you minimize those mistakes that you currently have. So, Mike McCarthy, I'm going to ease off on you, right? All right. But this offseason, you have a lot of work to do when it comes to this staff that you put in place. But I believe the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, and also Mike McCarthy will come together this offseason and put the right situations into place. I feel like when it comes to defensive roster, there's still a lot of things we need to be done, but we got all season for that. I just want to focus on this past game. It's like I said, Cowboys fam, I'm just excited the Cowboys actually came out and fought. They didn't lay down. They didn't give up 300 rushing yards to some no-name running backs. They didn't look lethargic. They actually came out there and they actually flew around, flew to the ball. They played with some fire, some excitement, and they took care of business in Cincinnati. And I'm also happy for Andy Dalton because normally when we have these reunion type revenge games, it's normally against us. It's some player that we let go, which is probably going to happen last week with Dez Bryant, to be honest. But this time it was for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton on his road back to Cincy, where he spent 9 years, was able to go back to his home team and actually play well, get the victory, and move forward. So Cowboys fam, I am excited. We're going to continue to ride this thing out. We got a few more games left. I'm not caving in yet. Quit asking me for mock drafts and this and who do you think about Penny Sewell. We will get there, but we still have NFL football left remaining in this season, and we're going to continue to fight, continue to battle. It's your boy Jay Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe, somewhere down there, somewhere down there, somewhere down there, and let's go Cowboys. Peace.